Good morning, guys, and welcome back. Today I am going to be attempting the challenge of using coffee to make a drawing. I have gathered some of the supplies right here, but let's go ahead and start this whole process. So hopefully between these four, we should get some nice gradients. So let's go ahead and do some test strips. All right, so I went ahead and wrote the different roast right here above each one of these little containers. So let's go ahead and do some swatches. That one is super light. I don't even know if you guys can see that because it has such a bad glare, but that is very, very light. Let's go ahead and move on to this medium. A little bit darker, but nothing crazy. And obviously one of the things that's going to make a big difference is letting this dry in between each coat. I know that that is also going to have some effect over how these look and, you know, versus wet and dry. So let's go ahead and try this dark roast. That is the first coat. Do a little bit of a second one in here. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a little bit of a gradient going on. So let's go ahead and try this last one on the end. That one definitely looks darker. Hopefully it's picking it up on camera. So I'm gonna let these dry for a little bit and then we're gonna come back and see what they look like once they're all dried up. All right, so the coffee is finally dried. On top is about 3 coats, on the bottom is 1. Just gonna show you the different roast and how they dried. Not really sure what happened with that espresso one. Here is the sketch that I went ahead and drew up. I used the skull from my logo and made it into a little coffee cup, and then I just have a little French press over here. Without any more waiting, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, I lied real quick before I get into the actual painting. I went ahead and tried to soften up these pencil lines because I really don't want them to show through the coffee that much. So now we'll go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so this is what we have so far. This is about 2 to 3 coats on this darker shade right here, 1 coat on the steam coming out of the cup. Did have a little bit of an accident right here, so trying to figure out how to incorporate that or fix it. So let's go ahead and keep going. I've done about 10 plus coats on the darker areas here, and I think this is about as dark as we're gonna get. I'm sure there's more I could do with like shading and all that stuff. I'm kind of annoyed at these little spots that I've messed up on, but you know, it happens. New medium, new things. Overall, it's been pretty fun, but I think it's time to move on to the mini version. show these off real quick. These are the markers that I'm using in the video. I've never used these before. I found them on Amazon, so if you guys are interested in trying them out yourselves, I'll go ahead and link it below. But here are the finished drawings. Obviously, this one is the one that is all on coffee. And then this one is, I don't really know what I was going for, like a weird watercolor sketch combination, but I kind of like it. Not where I thought it would go, but let me know down below which one you guys prefer, or maybe you prefer both of them. This was a pretty cool challenge. It is definitely a challenge to work with, but you guys should go ahead and give it a try. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.